Hey guys, Tyler Copeland here, your Ironman U certified coach. Today we're going to be talking about some strategies to help you get back on the road if you have some of those nagging injuries, or helping you keep on going without developing one of these, which is ideal. So, first thing today is a foam roller. If you don't know what this is a typical foam roller. They have these in the smaller sections. You can get them online. You can get them pretty much anywhere. Most of the time they're on sale as well. They are not expensive. There's no excuse not to have one. Now, before we talk about foam rolling the muscles and the proper way to do so, I need to let you know that when you do foam roll, you should never roll on bones or joints. Try to stay off those, and that will help maximize your time. Now, the first thing that we're going to do today is we're going to roll out some of your calves, your Achilles, soleus area. And to do that on the foam roller, you simply put your legs on the foam roller. You can choose to lift your bottom off the ground if you want more pressure. If not, that's okay. Just slide back and forth on that roller until you find a spot that doesn't feel great. That is a knot. And we want to focus on those areas. If you are a person that wants a little bit more pressure, then you can cross your legs over there and lift yourself off the ground again for a little more pressure, and just keep moving around until you find one of those uncomfortable areas or knots. Once you find an area, I found an area on the inside of my calf right here. It's a little tight. I'm just going to sit here for 20 to 30 seconds, and we're going to wait for that muscle to release. If you want to get in there a little bit deeper, you can stay on that spot and you can lift the foot up and down, up and down. Make sure you do that on 2 or 3 places on each side. So I did my right side first. Next, I would do my left side. I'm going to skip that so we can talk about some other important areas. Next area that we're going to talk about is our IT band. IT band is located on the side right here, and a lot of times athletes get really into foam rolling that IT band. What we're actually going to do today is we're going to move up the chain, and we're going to roll some of that hip area to kind of relieve that IT band. So once again, we're going to lay on our foam roller, and I'm going to lay on my hip because that's connected to our IT band, thus releasing it and giving you some of that relief, which is going to feel great. So lean into it on your hip. As you can see, I have one foot on the ground, one foot is in the air. Maybe it's just resting easy on the floor right there. I'm also using my hand for support. If you want a little bit more support, you can use the foam roller. You can use the floor. Just find a spot that's comfortable for you. If you want a little bit more pressure, drop down to that elbow. For today, I'm just going to stay on my arm, and I am finding an area that is nice and sore. So I found an area right here. Again, what we're going to do is we're just going to sit here. We're going to just let our body sink into here. And once that spot releases after 20 or 30 seconds, we're going to find a new spot. I found another spot. Again, we're going to wait here 20 to 30 seconds. Find a new spot. Typically, I like to only do 2 or 3 areas on that same muscle, just because a little bit more than that, you're starting to dig into the muscle a little bit more, and we're going to get away from some of the practices that we're trying to release. Now, the last part that we're going to talk about today is the quads. Everybody's favorite. For these, you simply lay on your foam roller, and you are on your elbows here, and you are just finding a spot. I have found a spot right here. Again, I'm going to sit here 20 to 30 seconds. If I want to do a little bit more, I can bring that leg up, crank it up a little bit, release it, and I can also oscillate side to side on it and just work things out. Now, these are 3 of the more basic foam rolling techniques that you can use on some of the bigger muscle group areas. If you want to get in a little deeper, you can get away from that bigger foam roller. You can get one of these smaller handheld ones. The surface area is a little bit smaller, so you're going to get in a little bit deeper. Only con is you're going to have to use a lot of that pressure yourself to kind of get into those muscle groups. If you want to get in a little deeper, the things that I have found work the best are a little trigger point ball. Maybe you have a little bigger ball to some of those trickier areas, and maybe one of these peanuts right here. If you don't want to buy one that's connected, 2 lacrosse balls, tape it together, something super easy and simple that everyone can do. Now, if you want to do this, the peanut on your calf, soleus area, what we're going to do is you're going to dig in there, and if you find that that's not enough pressure over there and you just can't get in, a good little trick, use your yoga block, stack it up top, use your leg, and you can see now I have a better way of getting deep into those muscles right here. And again, I'm going to find a spot, and I'm just going to sit here 20 to 30 seconds, and just wait for that to release. If it doesn't release after 30 seconds, that's okay. Hop off that spot, and you're just gonna find a new spot. You don't wanna dig in there so tough that you bruise yourself. If that's the case, you did a little too much. Now, if you want a specific spot, I suggest using just that single ball, tennis ball, lacrosse ball. Use what you got. And again, I'm using my yoga block so I can get in there nice and deep. And right now, I really don't even have to lift myself up for extra pressure. This is enough for me right now. So these tricks and tips right here with these balls, they're gonna have you getting deeper into those muscles a whole lot easier. I like to use the bigger ball for some of those inner thigh works. If I find that my groin's getting a little tight, I will just pop it up in there. And I found that this is the best way to relieve some of those inner thigh muscles really easily. So those are some simple tricks and tips to help you get through some of those nagging pains that you are experiencing and to help keep some of them away to keep you back out on the road. Once again, my name is Tyler Copeland. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys smash it out there this year. Good luck. Talk to you soon.